welcome to this evening's stream here on the Team Make Your Destiny main channel. My name is Icon, and this evening we have got a huge game here in ESCA main. We've got the big boys, Team Make Your Destiny against Masonic Academy. Both teams are 7-4 at the moment in main. Both teams here looking to get promoted to advance next season. Definitely huge potential for both of them going forward. And we'll be getting into the game literally as soon as we can. Just as I started, the knife round was finished. It was the side of Masonic, the Danes, taking the knife round, so they'll be starting on the CT side. Let's get you switched over to game, so everything's all Gucci there. And let me know how everything sounds. We've done some tweaking since the last stream with the settings, so if I need to be louder, if I need to be quieter, or if I'm perfect, I would really appreciate it. But just as I say that we're ready to go, immediately we've had a player disconnect. So perhaps a little tech pause here for a moment while we figure out what the problem is. But yeah, both of these teams, as I say, 7-4 right now. 3 games left to play, including this one. And a huge potential for the winner of this one to go forward into the playoffs and make advance next season. A hell of a reward that would be. Get yourself in that professional league and advanced. Get yourself some money in the back pocket for the promotion. But he's back in and we are good to go, people. No Kevlar or utility on the CT side. We're just going for armor here. Razor is going to boost on top of the box here, Rasmo, but first blood has been struck in X-Real elsewhere. The CT has gone for an aggressive push up middle, and they've got the map control that they are after. They are now conceding it with the man advantage that they've got. The 2 players on catwalk here back on up and give the map control back to the T's for the time being. And in fact, Deng Zhao will get traded back. 4 versus 4. Still plenty of time to work with, and Bunny gets punished on the aggression towards Long. He was looking for some information of his own, and he's found a bullet to the face. Tops in CT, unable to get anything done with. Just as I say that, he just rips the head off of Razan as he jumps across. 3 versus 3 with the bomb going down, but like I said before, no kits in play in this round. It's going to be seriously difficult to retake the A bomb site with no kits in play. Got 1 man in Razor dedicated towards this long peak right now. Jiggling the corner, Demon unable to hit the initial shots. All this time is being delayed right now. And Jazz will strike. Tops gets 2 of his own back in return though. Just leaving Rasmo. And they do have time. Masonic Academy, they get the job done on the retake even without the kit there. So a 1-0 start for the Danes, but with a bomb plant on the side of Make Your Destiny, they're going to have no problem with getting the guns out here. Galil utility, some fast weaponry, and Jazzy's got the AK armor. Now long spawn for Bunny here, dumping the Molotov. Oh, and an initial fight, trading damage, but in fact no kills going the way of either side just yet. X-Real pushing the issue with Razan towards Long here, but Deng Zhao just rips the head off of X-Real as he turns the corner. The M4 versus the MAC-10 not going to work out at range. Jazz trades 1 back though, 4 versus 4, and with 2 rifles in play for the T side, always a doable situation. 1:15 on the clock, but look at number 1 on the radar. He's pushed so far up. Rasmo's going to catch him off though. So much information gained now for the T side, and Demons push the whole way up middle. They're going to have an inkling that he's the middle player based off of that, and in fact Rasmo's still taking fights towards short. The trades are good in favour of the T side, and the A bomb site now completely open. There's no contest here for Logs. He's so far away. It looks like Logs, with the MP9 in hand, does want to give this one a real crack. Razan's on a Deagle on a Mac and a Mac 10 after all, so there's a chance he whiffs his shots. But Logs has got to win some insane 1v1s, and in fact, he'll only take one before Razan rips his head off. Good teammate, and Jazz shoots in the M4, so that gets picked up as well. And a great conversion on the Force Fire round for Make Your Destiny. Tie up 1-1 after losing pistol. Oh, Dengzal, he wants to strike first again, and some serious aggression coming from the CT side there. 4 players splitting towards the upper tunnels. And all the information gained for Make Your Destiny, they know, they are well aware of the fact that this A-bomb site, excuse me, is going to be open, so they charge it down, they get the utility that they need to get across. And with the bomb planted, a 5 versus 4 retake, but no kits in play. Doable for the CT side, however, they need to be quick about it. After all, they have the man advantage, so the trading, if done effectively, should not be a problem. But as I say that, Razmo good for 2. Trigger discipline from Razmo, not over-committing for the peak. He's gone for 3 in the round, and X-Real will shut down Logs in the end. The force buy from Masonic Academy not yielding the round this time round, and Make Your Destiny, they take the lead. Yep, nothing to write home about in round number 4, that's for sure, just USPs. And interesting that Masonic, even with this sort of buy, haven't called the biggest stack in the world. They've got 3 players towards middle and 1 on catwalk, but they're all kind of spread out right now. Usually it's on these sorts of rounds where you'll see teams group up, play 5 people, 4 people together, just so that they can get a good trade and stop exactly what Razan is doing right now from happening, but in fact he's run out of bullets and Demons managed to time it perfectly. Loads of damage dealt by that Mac 10, but no kills. Razmo's got a perfect angle past the gap in this smoke. And now with the bomb going down, 3-1 in favour of Make Your Destiny as we expect. We don't really want to see them throwing away this one in this position, that's for sure. You want to be disciplined here if you'll Make Your Destiny. You want to make sure that you hold on to as much weaponry as possible. If you lose bodies, it means that you have to reinvest. And going forward, in later rounds in the half, it may mean that you have to eco. Last 2 remaining players on the CT side are just going to hold on to that for the time being. They've not even got any armor, so realistically, there's nothing in it for them either way. But they will get the guns back out in this round, and the AWP for the first time on the back of Demon. No AWP for the T side just yet. Still got the 5 rifles, but plenty of utility. So the long spawns have been taken by the CT side. Number 2, that's Bunny. He's already got himself into the pit. A strong position to defend from if a late long take does come in. And here comes that late long take. Bunny's been completely left alone by his teammate. Ditched the second he was left in pit. And in fact, it wasn't the right call from Masonic. Bit of an oversight, perhaps. They think that they can get that player into long safely and then leave him be. Well, not if the instant retake comes in, that's for sure. Make Your Destiny being very proactive in the early stages of Dust 2. Oh, but Tops, he doesn't want to respect that smoke. He's just going to go peeking straight underneath it. And Demon, he wants to force the issue. He's spotted the bomb. He's got a perfect line to deal with this. And a shot hit onto Jazz. Oh no, disaster for Make Your Destiny. A minute on the clock, and they're also distracted with what's going on short. That Razmo's facing the wrong way and goes down to Dengzal. 2 versus 3 now, but the A bomb site completely open. Razan trades 1 for 1, and X-Real wants to come back and force the issue, but both CTs right in his face here. Oh lord, has he had any idea that they're both in front of him like this? What a play, but he's not going to expect Logs to be here, surely. How long does he hold the bullet? Not long enough. He doesn't check behind him. X-Real tried his best to make the big brain play, but holding hands, the CTs, they get it done. It was looking so good for X-Real there. If he had genuinely spotted just the corner of a head or something of the second man, 100% that was his round to lose. Oh, Demon getting aggressive towards the upper tunnels early, and Razmo back turned, distracted perhaps of what's going on towards lower tunnels. Man advantage taken by Masonic early in round number 6. The whole of the Make Your Destiny side are grouped up towards long right now. Their lone B player, who was attempting to sell some pressure elsewhere, went down early on, meaning you've just got to commit to this hit. Bunny's just ran through a long smoke. He's seeing no one because he's full blind, but there's players all around him. They trade 1 for 1. And you've got number 5 still in Gandalf. They're going to molly out his position, but you've got teammates to support him from short here. How do they opt to help him out? That smoke's going to mean he doesn't have to move for the time being, and a great flash is going to force Demon off his angle, but not for long, as Real goes down on the repeat. Razor's going to trade Deng Zhao back, and checking towards long, it's the right call, but I don't think he's going to be aware. Number 3's already crept all the way out. Jazz in a position on the site with 9 HP to work with. It's such a sticky situation, to say the least. Surely Demon doesn't miss that one. In fact, he does not. 3k for Demon in the round. And after 6 rounds, we're all tied up here 3-3.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Make Your Destiny's money situation is not the best, but they will be able to scrounge up a little bit of utility, a little bit of weaponry for this round. A half buy so that they can full buy up in the next. Bunny's got long control for free for the time being, but with 4 players grouped up in the doorway, I expect he's going to have a lot of contact coming his way, and in fact he goes down without getting even one. Guns being tossed around to the high HP and armored players. And with this information now that the T's have long control, it's up to Masonic to even the odds. They're a man down. They don't know what's going on towards long. And the Make Your Destiny boys, they know they're in the driver's seat. They are all sprinting across the map over to that B bomb site. And with the utility that they've got enough to execute, to get a smoke into the door, to get some flashes over the top. Now, Masonic seem to be leaning slightly towards middle here, with number 5 clearing catwalk, but Razan's caught the timing, and Jazz is taking down logs going into B, but Tops the blind double spray down, and Razor's not got a gun. He's going to need to wait for his teammate to get closer, and here they come. The cavalry's here, but they've got to trade him out now because the last CT is just round the corner, and in fact there he is, just on time. Demon comes in to save the day. Such close rounds here so far. Really back and forth. Masonic taking pistol, Make Your Destiny winning the 4 spy. Then they go 2-1. Then they go 3-1. Then we go 3-3. And here we are, 4-3. Fast boost towards catwalk for the CT side. That's number 5, Deng Zhao, going to have a quick look towards middle. And a well-timed nade for anyone walking into lower this time. Nobody there to catch it, and Jazz is going to open up the round. Again, man advantage, Make Your Destiny. They took the man advantage in the previous, but they did not convert. This time round, you've got to see them put this round on the board. So the CTs have retaken long. They know for the time being that they do not need to worry about that line of sight. X-Real's in a forward position out middle, and Deng Zhao's not expecting it as the mid-clear comes out. Bunny overcommits towards long as well. Radzen's so ready for it. And now just number 1, that's Demon on the AWP. Left with it all to do on the A bomb site, and X-Real will deal with him. And a very clean round for Make Your Destiny. Don't lose a single player in round number 8. And that's what you love to see. Jazz hits the leg onto Tops through the door. He's seen a lot of players cross early, and again Mazonic going for this upper halls crunch. This time round though, Make Your Destiny wise to it. They've got more bodies stacked up here. Rasmo's holding a great angle. X-Real deals with Bunny. And yet, nothing particularly special about round number 9. We just want to get back into the gun rounds and see Make Your Destiny run away with it here. Logs did get a dink through the door, I think onto 2 players with 1 bullet. I'm not quite sure how that works. But now just Demon in a 1-on-5 with a Deagle in hand. If he could get a kill and get away with an AK or an AWP, that would be great. But apart from that, got really no aspirations for Demon in this round. X-Real spotted him out though and ripped his head off, so we will be getting into the gun rounds once again. Oh, excuse me. Mazonic, they went for a massive force in the previous, so no guns coming out for them here. Oh, Aloha, thank you very much for the Prime sub, my friend. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Jazz is going to hit Denzel through the wall there. 4 players towards the B side of the map. Razan's entering in. We want all the eco kills. Everyone chiming in. Oh, a lot of dinks dealt there by Denzel, but no kill. Let's go Make Your Destiny. 6-4 now, round number 11. So we're getting into the later stages of the first half here. So far, so good for Make Your Destiny. Dust 2 is a very back and forth map nowadays. You can never be too sure how it's going to play out, especially with the fact that the meta is still changing after the small map adaptations that were made by Valve. If you're not aware, they changed how the spawn works on the T side. You can no longer see from T spawn through the mid doors. That line of sight has been completely blocked off. You now got to jump yourself down into suicide to spot anything crossing. Still, I've seen players hitting the shots through the doors. I've seen players hitting some boosts in suicide as well. Here we go, Razor jumping into suicide, as I say. No players jumping across this time round. We've got 3 of the CT stacked up towards the long take early on here. And a bit of a staggered take for this time round. But Make Your Destiny with a staggered take of their own. The late flash is perfect. Catches Bunny. He's been having an awesome game so far. X-Real creeps out and catches Logs. The B bomb site now completely open for business. What on earth is going on right now? Mazonic, they are asleep at the wheel. None of them getting any kills in the previous 2 gun rounds. Looking really dominant for Make Your Destiny. Now again, what choice do you have but to go back down to the Deagles? Make Your Destiny are applying a lot of pressure with this utility towards long, but the bulk of the forces stacked up towards the lower tunnels here, grouping towards middle. They want to get these quick trades and get this round over and done with. After all, they're going for promotion at this point. This is no longer just a walk around the park in ESCA main. It's not about holding the spot, it's about getting that promotion. Bunny. First time I've actually seen Bunny do something useful in this game. Will nailed the shot to the window player, but will go down. And just Demon now again, 1v3. Eagle in hand, so always potential for a few crispy shots. But against an AWPer like Razor, you're going to be hard-pressed to hit something like that. Let's go Make Your Destiny. They're on course for an 11-4 half here. They have so much control of the economy. Every single player is loaded right now on Make Your Destiny. They could buy a Lamborghini right now if they wanted to, but there you go. Razor just clips Log's head through the wall. Such a good performance from the Make Your Destiny guys so far. X-Real rips the head off of Denzel as well. Just shots being hit for the French side in this game. Bunny, they've moved him away from long. He's being an absolute catastrophe towards the long side of the map. They've moved him away towards the middle, but in fact, they move him away and Make Your Destiny, they go long. Utility in to allow the cross. And although the nade was well timed, it was too deep from Bunny. Molotov though, however, is perfect, dealing so much damage. Jazz is going to get burned down, so the odds are evened. Razor's holding for number 4 and he's making so much noise. Tops will go down. Bunny, off the back of a flash from his teammate, will attempt to go through the smoke, but in fact, as the smokes begin to fade, still 2 versus 2. Sorry, 2 versus 1. Demon's made a good heads-up play here. He knows his information was gained with the flash that he threw. Razan decides to hop off the plant for the time being. Good call. And in fact, he's thinking about taking this fight. Or is he going to be aware that Demon's crept up already? He wasn't, but Demon, thinking that he's already backed away, caught facing the wrong direction. You can really see that Make Your Destiny have gone back into Dust 2 since the last time we saw them play it the other day in the #1 GG tournament. They were playing... Oh, as I say that, Razor's hitting smoke shots now. What on earth is this man doing? He's hitting door spams, he's hitting smoke shots. Razan's dealing with this push towards long. And headshots all across the board for Make Your Destiny. I'm not seeing any shots getting missed so far in this game on the French side. They are looking so dominant and so confident. 18-6 start for Razan. 12-7 for Razmo and X-Real. You've got Razor on 11-6, but he's got 6 assists. Everyone putting in work right now on Make Your Destiny. And again, Razor hits the shot through the door. Jazz gets dinked right back, and that nade, ooh, for a second thought maybe it was going to reach him. 5 versus 5, and the damage trading so far in favour of the CT side in round number 15. Now, position known for tops, and it's a spammable angle, but Demon's walking into it. Ooh, Razmo so lucky to get away with his life there, in fact. Demon missing the shot. HP is not great for Masonic Academy, but at least they have the man advantage. At least they can trade out. And they have a player in Bunny dedicated towards the long position as the retake comes in at this stage. Demon, #1, playing the corner. Will get flashed off, so Bunny's going to have to take the initial fight for himself. Demon wants to get back involved in this one, and he will catch Jazz leaping through the sky. The flash is great, though, and they need to trade out Bunny in pit if they want to maintain this long control. Oh, Bunny making a stand. He's delaying it for his teammates and keeping himself alive. Razan's had a real meal of dealing with that one, but he is able to get the bomb and get away. Still, bomb on his back and a kill picked up. He's aware of the pit player. And #7 is making a little rotation up through catwalk. Bunny, 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 what are you doing? Just pulls his knife out and runs away. Masonic Academy, they are asleep right now. I'm a bit confused as to the decision making that we're seeing from the side of Masonic Academy. This is a team who potentially are supposed to be competing for ESEA Advanced next season, and they're making mistakes like that. Perhaps Dust 2 not their map, but I can tell you right now that Make Your Destiny have been practicing. As I was saying before, they played 2 matches on Dust 2 very recently in best of 3s and lost them both. So they would have had plenty to talk about going into their Dust 2 practice sessions. We saw some excruciating overtime rounds last time on the stream. But it seems like that has all been brushed under the rug for the time being. Make Your Destiny have really improved their Dust 2 game plan. On the T side, that is. Let's see how their CT side goes. Oh, Razor's going to take an immediate shot to the face, so we'll start off with a health disadvantage on the CT side. Funny on the P250 is going to deal with Jazz towards middle. Man advantage now in the hands of the T side. Need some crisp shots to regain this, but number 2 in the pit shown his hand perhaps a little bit too early. Bunny still causing a nuisance towards the top of middle, is going to deal with any rotations, and the round has fallen flat for Make Your Destiny. X-Real is going to make an effort at this 1v4 clutch. He's picked up a kit, he's got armor and a P250, definitely doable for him, but the shots are going to have to be sublime to say the least. Spotted 2 people out towards the bomb site. Just needs to find out the information on this third man, and then he's got all the pieces of the puzzle. But Tops will rip his head clean off, and Masonic Academy will take their pistol round on the T side. Now, they took the pistol round on the CT side, may I add, and then lost the forced by the anti-eco. And Make Your Destiny, that's exactly what they're doing again. They're buying up. They're forcing into this one. They do not want to give Masonic any space. And Jazz is going to rip the head off a Demon immediately. Demon hits the ground. And X-Real continuing to force the issue. Such disrespect from the French side in this Dust 2 match so far. They are looking so strong. 3 versus 5 for Masonic Academy. It's still a winnable situation. But no map control really in their hands. Yes, okay, you've got Tops out towards long. But he's alone right now. And with a player like Razor on a scout, you're going to be able to do a little bit of chip damage, fall away, get the information and the advantage for your team. For the rest of the Make Your Destiny side, they know there is really no reason for them to overcommit to anything, no reason for them to even take information. They don't need it. They've got all that they could possibly need right now. They have information in number 3. That's Razin towards middle. Number 4, Jazz on the scouts, helping him out there as well. So in the back of Make Your Destiny's mind, they're going to be well aware of the fact that it could only really be the long play. And there we go, Razor, the first tag dealt onto top, still able to maintain his position on the A bomb site. And again, Make Your Destiny wrapping around Masonic Academy like a boa constrictor on long. Jazz will deal with Tops. That was a low HP player. And the only smoke in play now used by the T side. 9 seconds on the clock, and these kills have to come in now. And in fact, Razin's time is pushed perfectly. Razmo's going to deal with logs on the ramp. And once again, the woes on the anti-force buys for Masonic Academy, unable to convert their pistol round win. They won both pistol rounds, guys, and they've only got 5 rounds on the board. This is utter domination by Make Your Destiny. They're not missing any shots. The rotations are spot on. The team play is wicked right now. Masonic Academy, they have something to prove right now, and I can tell you that all that they're proving to everyone is that their Dust 2 is not very good. Jazz good for 2 before going down. The remaining players all on upgraded pistols. Razmo's going to tap out Tops. No need to overcommit to these fights. After all, it is still a 3 versus 2. And all it takes is for one of these players to pick up an AK, and they can carry the round on through. Loic CS, welcome in, welcome. Razmo good for 1. Gets traded out by the dual Berettas of Logs. Now, Logs has got loads of space to work with here, and a minute on the clock means that there's no need for him to really force his way into the B-bomb site for now. This is a long rotation for him, and after a certain amount of time with no bomb being planted, the Make Your Destiny players are going to start thinking to themselves, hang on, what's going on here? And it's getting to around that time, X-Real starting to have an inkling that it may be the long play, and in fact the timing in the back of his mind is just perfect. Logs just about gets around the corner as he turns. 13-5. I can tell you folks, I was not expecting this game to go like this. I was expecting it to be very close. I'm familiar with the side of Masonic, not the academy team but the main roster, that's for sure. Back down to the Glocks. They've got no choice but to run through the Molotov late. And here they all come charging up long. The huge pack of T's, but no smoke to help them cross. And Razor's going to start cutting down heads. Jazz here to help him out as well, but there's no way that you're able to cross that without smokes. This might be the quickest game of Counter-Strike that I've seen in a long time. 14-5 right now. And if Masonic Academy do not put this gun round on the board right now, then this is going to be all said and done before the game even started. So no long spawn for the T side, and a bit of CT pressure being applied to the top of middle. Damage being done. Bunny, all it takes for him now is one shot to the face. Oh, and Dengzhao as well. Honestly, Make Your Destiny, you should be very proud of the changes that you have made to your Dust 2. Because having seen how you were playing it the other day, I can't remember who that was against in No Limit, but it was so back and forth. Every single round was so close. But this time round, close isn't even a word I could use to describe a single round in this game. Make Your Destiny have been so far ahead in pretty much every scenario. Yes, Masonic have got 5 rounds on the board, but considering they've won 2 pistol rounds, that is really not impressive. However, as I'm yammering on about how bad this Masonic Academy team is, they get the man advantage for the first time on their T side. Jazz in a boosted position is definitely going to be good for 1 here. Is he good for 2? In fact, 3 for Jazz. Sprays them all down as they come through the mid doors. And it just doesn't get any better for Masonic Academy. They've really got no way of getting back into this game with the current plays that they're trying to make. Bunny in a 1 versus 4. He's got 1, but Razan's going to deal with him. And 15 on the board. Guys, I've been live for like 3 minutes. This game's almost over already. What on earth is going on? Masonic Academy at this stage, fed up with the situation that they are in. They have had enough. And with the utility and the weaponry that they've bought up, you have to assume this is the B play. This is the B rush. And in it comes, all the utility, all the flashes. Bunny's in, the rest of the boys taking shots. Jazz is the first one to strike. And Demon will take down Razmo, the lone site player left over. So for the first time, we see the bomb getting planted on the T side for Masonic Academy. Now, plenty of retake utility, plenty of guns, plenty of time for the CT side. They can Molotov everything out. They can smoke off the tunnels. They can flash their way in. But now, halfway mark on the timer tick by. It's getting increasingly difficult. Razan with the initial entry. That's a huge kill. X-Real flies into the site. He's good for 2 of his own as well. Leaving just logs in a 1-on-3. It's good for 1 onto Razan. Oh, and he managed to get the diffuser off the bomb in time. So he has clutched it in a 1-on-3 logs. The time's so low. He's going to get stabbed anyway. X-Real with the disrespect, even in the win. 6th round on the board for Masonic Academy. But they're going to need to put 9 more in a row on the board if they want to put this one to overtime. Look at Razan, 24-9. You've got Jazz, 18-12. 19 and 10 on Razmo. Pure mechanical and strategical dominance by Make Your Destiny in this game. Tops, though, opens up round number 22. Quick peek towards long, but the CTs still have that map control. Oh, Razmo with the man disadvantage is going to go hunting, and Logs, expecting the push, will rip his head off. Tops has caught bad timing there towards long, and I'm certain Razor spotted him fall away just then. He's definitely going to be hearing these steps. But with the lone B player in Jazz going down, I'd expect this round to be a save for the remaining players of Make Your Destiny. Raise up. It's going to get them back into it for the time being. But Razan was unable to rotate into this position before the bomb crossed over. So, 45 seconds on the clock. And it looks like Razan might be considering going for this one. No, in fact, he's headed towards lower dark. He just wants to make it expensive for the T side. And that would be the right call. The money's in disarray. And if you killed all of them, they would all be on Galils in the following round. Even with the round win. Even with the bomb explosion. Razan's hearing some rotations, but not wanting to throw away his own weaponry, decides better of it, sits back, holds onto the rifles. Razor's going to be able to throw one over to a teammate. Razan has got enough to throw over perhaps a Scout or an MP9. Thank you very much for the follows, my friends. Long control contested early on in round 23, and Demon, the first body to hit the ground. Now, 4 versus 5. Masonic Academy, they have to answer, and they have to answer quickly. Deng Zhao's taken a lot of liberties towards short, and it has yielded a kill on Razan, the heaviest hitter on Make Your Destiny, now on the ground. So with the odds evened out, Deng Zhao's about to take an interesting fight, but in comes the B hit. Razor's going to strike first, traded out by Logs though. Razmo good for 2 on the Deagle, leaving just Deng Zhao in a 1-on-3. Surely not, with Jazz holding the line. 32 HP for Deng Zhao, and it's going to be all said and done any second here, folks. You can already tell when the auto director starts breaking that the game is over. And oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen, what sort of game was that? Absolute punishment by the side of Make Your Destiny. That was a hell of a victory. And now going 8-4 in main. They've got, 2 games left. So a real great opportunity for them to be fighting for playoffs, for them to be getting into advanced next season. And on that performance on Dust 2, the improvements that they've made there, honestly, I can only see them getting better and better. It's clear that they've worked very hard on that map. Thank you, Razor. It was a pleasure to watch you guys play. Incredible game, man. Well played, everyone. And thank you very much for coming out this evening, guys. It was a short and sweet game, but that's fine. We love to see dominant ones. So hopefully we'll get a more competitive game next time round. But the next 2 games of the season are going to be so important for these guys, right? These ones decide whether or not they go through to playoffs, whether or not they get the chance at competing in that professional league. So good luck to them going forward. I'm sure I'll be here to see it all go down. I have been Icon Cast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, and I will see you next time.